This is the ZINUS Metal Box Spring with wood slats. What impressed me right away is how it makes a mattress feel steady and quiet while keeping the overall bed height in that comfortable sweet spot. I put this in the category of mattress foundations that are meant to replace a traditional box spring. It is best for someone who wants a firm, reliable base for a foam or hybrid mattress, prefers a clean minimalist look, and does not want a tall platform. I am that person who likes a bed to feel solid and not creaky, and I wanted just enough lift to make getting in and out easy without making the bed feel oversized. The design is a mix of steel for structure and wood for the slats, wrapped in a simple white knit cover. In actual daily use, what matters here is not the material on paper, but how it behaves. The steel frame gives it backbone. The wood slats distribute weight across the width, so the mattress does not bow or feel mushy in the middle. The cover keeps the mattress from rubbing directly on metal, and it also keeps small parts and dust out of the structure. I have the queen size, which means it spans the standard queen mattress footprint, and it sits at about 7.5 inches tall. That height ended up being the difference between a bed that feels too low and a bed that feels inviting. I noticed that when I sit on the edge to tie my shoes, my knees are at a comfortable angle, and getting up does not feel like a crouch or a hop. Assembly was straightforward. The box includes the tools, the screws are bagged logically, and the manual is clear enough that I did not have to recheck steps. I laid the parts out, matched the rails, and built the frame on the floor. The slats slide or drop into their slots so they sit flush and do not rock. I tightened all fasteners gradually, working my way around so the frame stayed square. Doing it alone took me around half an hour at a relaxed pace. I definitely felt the weight. It is not back-breaking, but it is not feather-light either. If I were moving it up a narrow staircase, I would want a second set of hands. Once everything was tightened and the cover was zipped around it, the whole thing felt like a single piece, not a set of parts. The first thing I pay attention to with a foundation is noise. I roll around, I sit on the edge, I push the mattress side to side. With this one, I am getting no squeaks and no ticking sounds. The second thing is flex. Some light foundations bend a little under load and spring back. That can feel bouncy and a little cheap. This frame and slat combo stays put. I can sit on the edge and it does not sag into a dip. When I lie diagonally, the mattress surface feels uniformly supported. That gives a more consistent feel under the shoulders and hips, and it keeps a foam mattress from feeling like it is sinking into a hammock. I have been sleeping on this for a couple of weeks, and I have done the usual chores with it. I changed sheets a few times and noticed that the 7.5-inch boost makes tucking fitted corners easier because I can get a hand underneath the mattress without straining. I slid the whole bed a few inches to reposition it, and the foundation did not twist out of square. I plopped down on the bed after a long day, and the frame absorbed that without a thud or an echo. When I sit on the corner with all my weight, I do not hear metal pinging or feel any shift. The mattress I am using is a medium-firm foam hybrid, and on a soft foundation it can feel a bit spongy. On this base it feels the way it is supposed to feel from the factory, which is firm but not harsh. I also paid attention to motion. I share the bed sometimes, and with a weaker frame a turn on one side can wobble the other side. Here, movement stays localized. If I roll over quickly, the mattress itself may move a little, but the foundation does not add any extra bounce. That matters for light sleepers. Edge support is good for a foundation. I can sit near the perimeter, and it does not feel like a trampoline. The slats are close enough together that the mattress does not push through gaps. That keeps long-term wear more predictable because foam is not constantly stretching into empty spaces. The cover deserves a quick mention. It is a knitted polyester fabric that is clean and neutral. It is not a luxury textile, and it does not try to be. It is there to protect and tidy things up. When I zipped it on, the zipper ran smoothly, corners tucked in neatly, and there were no loose threads. The fabric has a little give, which helps it stretch over the frame without wrinkling badly. I would not call it plush. It is more like a crisp shirt than a soft sweater. Once the mattress is on top, I do not see it, and it does not change the feel of the bed. One scenario that stood out for me was a weekend where I was recovering from a lot of travel. I spent extra hours in bed reading, working on a laptop and sleeping in. I moved from sitting to lying on my side to lying on my back many times. On lesser foundations, that kind of day exposes little creaks or shifting joints. With this one, I forgot the frame was there, which is exactly the outcome I want. The mattress felt consistent every time I changed position. When I propped pillows and sat near the head of the bed, the frame did not strain or complain. I got up in the morning without feeling like I had to climb down from a high perch or stand up from a low bench. That middle height is just comfortable. If I think about a specific use case, a guest room is a great example. I used this in a guest space for a few nights and then left it set up for family. Guests come in all sizes and sleep styles. Some sit on the edge to lace up shoes. Some toss during the night. I want a foundation that does not require a walkthrough or instructions, and this one disappears into the experience. The bed looks neat because the white cover cleans up the lines. The mattress sits flat, does not migrate, and the bed as a whole feels sturdy even for people who are taller or heavier. When it is time to change the room around, I can lift one side and pivot it without the frame flexing or groaning. There are some thoughtful touches that make the experience better. The parts are clearly labeled, so setup is less guesswork and more action. The included tools mean I do not have to dig for a specific wrench. The way the slats marry the frame reduces little micro movements that often create squeaks months later. The cover acts like a sleeve that keeps the structure together and hides sharp edges, so I am not snagging bedding or bumping into exposed hardware. The combination of metal and wood is not just for style. It balances strength with a bit of damping, which is why it feels quiet and controlled instead of tinny. I do have a few nitpicks. The weight that makes it feel substantial also makes it a little awkward to carry solo. I managed, but I would not want to haul it up several flights by myself. The polyester cover looks clean, but it does not feel fancy. If I cared about a premium fabric feel on a foundation that I am covering with a mattress and sheets anyway, I would be disappointed. I also wish the top surface had a bit more grip to lock the mattress in place. My mattress does not slide around, but on a slick bed frame surface combined with smooth flooring, some mattresses can creep a little over time. None of these are deal breakers for me. They are just the trade-offs that come with a focus on sturdiness and simplicity. After living with it, my overall take is that this is a foundation for someone who prioritizes quiet strength and a clean look over flashy materials. I appreciate that it delivers what matters in daily use. It is easy to assemble, it stays silent, it keeps a mattress performing the way it should, and it puts the bed at a height that feels right. I do not have to think about it when I am sleeping, and that is the best compliment I can give a product like this. If you want a mattress base that is reliable and minimal, and you like the idea of steel and wood working together to keep things stable, this should be on your shortlist. If you value ultra lightweight above all else, or you want a premium fabric finish on the foundation itself, there are other options that might suit that preference better. For my needs, this has been a quiet, steady upgrade that simply does its job. If this video helped, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment with any questions or your own experience. Thank you for watching.